if you guys haven't watched episode 4 of Kaiju number 8, just don't even watch this video. But if you're not gonna even watch Kaiju number 8, then that's fine. You can watch this video. But here we gotta talk about the failure of Isao Shinomiya. Wait. Yeah, Isao Shinomiya. Right here, bro. I can't lie, bro. This is how I want to go. Even in failure, this is how I want to fucking go. This fight, as disappointing as it was just, the outcome was just so disappointing. You know, Isao really just poured his whole soul into not just his attack, but his defense. The amount of damage, like, bro, just imagine being hit by a car and just standing up to that car and punching the shit out of it. And not just punching the shit out of it, but blowing a hole into the car, right? So this car literally, like, maybe, let's say Truck-kun, you know what I'm saying? Let's say Truck-kun hits you and you just stand up. You just stand up and fight it. Like, you literally fight a truck. This was the power, like, difference between Isao Shinomiya and Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 9, my bad. Yeah, the anime is called Kaiju number 8. But, bro, this fight between Isao and Kaiju number 9 was just flabbergasting in terms of, this is reality. Alright, this is honestly, like, at first I was disappointed, but then I was reminded of how realistic this is. You're not always gonna win, guys. We're gonna fail. But at least he put his life on the line. He went all out. He used his soul, he used his spirit, he used every fiber of his being, his life force. Just everything. His heart. He used every single cell in his body to fight until the death. And right now, the Valkyries, it's kind of sad because the Valkyries can't get him, because, you know, if you guys watch this episode, Kaiju number 9 fused with him. And then it just sucks too, because Kaiju number 9 is like, I would have been defeated if you were simply just an actual Kaiju. And then he reiterates the fact that if only you were a Kaiju, but you're merely just a human. And then right here, he's like, let's return to being a Kaiju. And then here, inevitably, he fuses with Isao. And it just sucks so bad, especially after Isao put everything on the line. Nothing held back. And this is the true Viking spirit. This is the true fighting spirit. This is what the Valkyries look for to take you into Valhalla. This is legit. A warrior who puts his life on the line. No, win or lose. Win or fucking lose, man. This is how you do it. You put everything on the line. No fear. No regrets. Just the eye on the prize. The eye of the tiger. No distractions. No holds bar. But then reality hits sometimes. Reality just sets in. But at least you know you gave it everything you got. You gave it everything you got. You didn't give no excuse, no nothing. You just went out there and you did what you could. You went out there and put your life on the line for what you believe in. And this, like I said, this was just so hard. This was so cool. The whole fight, the whole battling, it was just so cool in general. But the end of the line is just so disappointing. How sometimes things end up in failure. This is just one of those times where I'm like, damn. You know, and it's true too, old age kind of took him too. You know, there's probably one man on this earth that has the strength and power, even at old age, and that's like, well, fucking David Goggins. There's like one guy, and probably some army guys out there. But I'm pretty sure they got like PTSD and shit. So yeah, and it sucks too because he was recollecting like, damn, I remember when I was younger. I remember when I was stronger. You know, he was recollecting like, damn, you know, his younger self. Then of course his flashbacks, you know, life is flashing before him, because you know he's gonna die. And that's the thing, guys. You know, people, you can prepare for any battle. You know, you can prepare for any battle. And you can prepare to throw the biggest punch. You can prepare to throw the strongest punch. But you got to be able to take a punch as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think they can get in a fight, but they're not ready to receive that punch from the other person. So here he was willing to hit and beat hit and keep fighting and moving forward until death do us part. That's what really sucks. This is what we need, guys. This is the message that we need right now. It's do or die. There is no tomorrow. He wasn't expecting for a tomorrow. He was just expecting for total annihilation of his enemy. This is the true spirit of a warrior. This is what we really need. This is what we all need right now. You know, if sometimes, you know, and it sucks too, because sometimes I feel bitchified. You know what I'm saying? We act like little bitches. We act very lazy. We act as if we have all the excuses in the world to complain and moan and cry like little cowards. But no, we gotta put every single day our best foot forward. Stop making excuses. Stop thinking there's gonna be a tomorrow. Stop thinking there's gonna be a tomorrow. No, put it all right now. You know, it's just so weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Because we get desensitized, we become complacent, and I get it, man. You know, life is life. Life sucks, man. You know, but when it matters, that's when it counts. Man, this episode was just so disappointing, but very eye-opening, very profound. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are just watching this just for the entertainment, which is fine. But for me, I see more than that. I feel more than that. I see this failure. I see this disappointment. And I put it upon myself and ask myself, would I be able to push even further than this? Like, I'll resurrect. I'll fucking resurrect and come back just for the W. But in the end of the day, guys, it's all talk until shit hits the fan. Until it actually happens to you. You see how you really are. You see who you really are when shit hits the fan. And how you really act. You know, they say when you see life flash before you, you reveal who you really are. Not when you're just sitting down eating some Cheetos or drinking a cola. No. You reveal your true self when your life is on the line.